So many people outside of the US have got no idea how bad it's got or how bad it's going to get, which has kind of shocked me, although it shouldn't, because obviously not everybody is as chronically online as I am. But I had to explain to a couple of friends recently, I was talking to them about Help Me Leave, and I had to explain, that the Trump regime is busy normalising a pathway that allows them to snatch people off the street without due.
The White House was recently bragging that border crossings are at an all-time low. Why is that? Oh, that's right, because no one's coming to fucking America anymore. Our current government isn't exactly the friendliest to people that don't speak the King's English. It's not just
Travel to the United States is down 14% in the month of March. Expect this number to skyrocket over the next 6 months as Trump has made people terrified to visit the United States for fear for their safety. And
I mean, it's like 9:15 in the morning on a Friday.
Hey guys, I'm here in the Orlando airport and there's not a single soul in here. Guys, airports are 24/7.
travel to the United States is down 14% in the month of March. Expect this number to skyrocket over the next 6 months as Trump has made people terrified to visit the United States for fear for their safety. And they're right. They should be afraid. I'm an American citizen. I was born here. I am terrified to live in this country. Guys, this is not the old United States of America. This is Trump's corrupt America, and it is dangerous. We are literally having men pull up in vans, ICE agents, with hoods on, pulling people off of the street, illegally detaining them without due process, and incarcerating them in effectively what are concentration camps. The courts go against it and nothing happens. These people are sitting in these holding cells illegally detained. Some of these people are U.S. citizens. If you're a foreigner, what do you think they'll do to you? Please don't come here. Okay, let's look at the economic impact of the travel industry, which is roughly a $3 trillion industry in this country. It's around 3% of our GDP. Significant amount. Okay, what's going to happen? Well, see, this is the problem with having an economic ignoramus in the White House. He doesn't understand things like the law of cause and effect, like the law of unintended consequences. That when he takes an action, there's always a reaction around the world. And that reaction is not always immediate and it's not always linear. He doesn't understand this. Trump is a simpleton. I've known him for 30 years. He is a simpleton. Okay, this is Richie Rich. He was born with all this money. He didn't make this money, guys. He was born with it. The guy used all his money to rip people off and grift, and he's still grifting at the very highest level publicly. So what are we going to see as the travel industry shrinks and shrinks? We're going to see layoffs. We're going to see people lose their jobs. We're going to see the economy affected. All kinds of different things. This is one of the problems that you have when you have a simpleton in the White House. So again, if you're a foreigner, please don't travel here. I'm sorry to say that. Stay where you're at. Travel somewhere else while Trump is here. Until we get rid of this clown, it's not safe to be here.
The White House was recently bragging that border crossings are at an all-time low. Why is that? Oh, that's right, because no one's coming to fucking America anymore. Our current government isn't exactly the friendliest to people that don't speak the King's English. It's not just illegal border crossings that are down. International tourism in the United States has fallen like a fucking rock. In March, overseas arrivals dropped by more than 11% compared to the year before. Western Europe saw a 17% decline. The Americas down 24%. Flights that used to be packed are now running real fucking light. The reason behind these declines is pretty fucking simple. The global perception of the United States has changed recently since the election. His threats, along with horror stories of travelers to the States, have led European nations, along with Canada, to issue travel advisories to the United States. These tourists no longer feel safe or welcome by our current government. This isn't just about the loss of tourism. Those tourists bring jobs, and those jobs are going to be lost, along with tips, and the businesses are going to struggle. Some of them are going to close. Cities like Orlando, New York, Las Vegas are already feeling the effects of the lack of travelers. If this trend continues, the U.S. could lose up to $180 billion in GDP by June of 2026. It's not just immigrants that aren't coming anymore. No one wants to come here.
Vegas Airport. Look at how empty it is. It's almost eerie. There are people down there. I don't think I've ever been to Vegas Airport when there's nobody here.
I'm not complaining. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm in the Atlanta airport and it's empty. It's like no one in here. I'm shocked. Apparently, this is the busiest airport in the world. I believe that. I've been here 1,000 times. But today, it's not busy at all. So much negative space.
Please, can you see how empty the airports are? Like, it is not just one airport from Orlando to Florida to Vegas. Like, a lot of airports are just empty. Like, people are no longer having that hunger to travel to America again. Like, people are no longer having the vibes. People are no longer having the drives because of a lot of things that have actually been happening. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's Sonia and I'm back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about, and I'm also going to show you guys why people are actually no longer traveling to US, why the airports are empty, why there's no longer tips, and so on and so forth. Anyways, I will just go ahead and roll out the clips out for you guys, and then I will come back with commentaries.
Hey, it's Joe from Georgia. Find something very interesting. You know, tourism in America is dropping crazily. And the reason being is, did you know how many countries out there, countries that have been allies of the United States for decades, are putting out travel warnings to their citizens to not come to the United States because they're afraid that these people might not be able to get back out of the United States without being deported to a prison? That's what's being put out there. And we're talking Germany, we're talking France. I mean, it is a list of countries that are putting it out there, countries that have been our allies for years. Did you know that the United States government and our State Department always puts out travel bans, you know, to places like Sudan, places like, you know, don't go to Russia, you know, don't go to any of these war-torn countries that are against America. Don't go to Iran. Don't go to the evil Axis countries, basically, and more because of violence. Well, now we're being shunned by countries that are telling their citizens that it's not safe to come to America. I never thought I would see that day, did you? Did any of you really feel that you would see the day that countries would say that it wasn't safe to come to the United States of America?
So many people outside of the US have got no idea how bad it's got or how bad it's going to get, which has kind of shocked me, although it shouldn't, because obviously not everybody is as chronically online as I am. But I had to explain to a couple of friends recently, I was talking to them about Help Me Leave, and I had to explain, you know, that the Trump regime is busy normalising a pathway that allows them to snatch people off the street without due process and then hold them indefinitely in inhumane facilities. And they've started that with illegal immigrants, but just to be clear, a lot of the people that ICE is snatching are not criminal, have paperwork, or in the process of getting the right paperwork, right? So they're not illegal at all. Snatching these people, doing whatever the hell they want with them, and then disappearing them, right? And they're normalising that. And all they have to do is widen the criteria, and then more and more people go on that conveyor belt. And in the recent executive orders that Trump has signed, we're seeing that happening already, all right? You know, mental illness, homelessness, all sorts of things. They're now saying they have the right to take you off the street and hold you in facilities against your will. So Help Me Leave isn't hysteria. Help Me Leave is a very practical understanding of where this is going and a desire to get vulnerable people out while we still can.
We're coming into the end of the first quarter, and you know what industry is already showing to take a hit? Go ahead, guess. I'm in Las Vegas, so go ahead and guess. Tourism. Canada and EU have canceled and are not booking to come here. Who wants to go to a country that's literally on the verge of collapse? Because no one wants to come to a country that is now known on a worldwide basis as a white supremacist, fascist country. No one wants to risk coming here with their family, their kids, when you've got ICE snatching people right off the street with no rhyme or reason, just because you look a certain way. If you don't think that this summer is going to be a huge financial impact on all of us, especially cities that are geared up for the tourism industry, You're mistaken. People are not going to be spending their money on vacations or going to areas where they feel that they are not safe. It is not safe to come to the United States. That's the message that the world now sees with the United States. We are not a safe country to come to. That's the reputation that we now have. That's the reputation that we've earned by this regime. I don't blame anyone. Except, I don't know, MAGA? Yeah.
The United States is seeing a huge dramatic drop in international visitors.
Because who the hell wants to go on holiday in Gilead? Who wants to go on holiday in Gilead, please? Because I don't. Red is not my colour. It's not. Every other day there's a horror story about someone who has tried to travel to the USA. Every single day. Stopped in the airport, can't get through, held up for hours, being questioned, having their phones looked through, having their emails looked through, having their social media looked through. Why would anybody want to pay for that? Especially when the whole world is there to travel to. The one silver lining in all of this, for everybody else, not the USA, like you lot are cooked, but for the rest of the world, it means that this is going to open up tourism for so many other countries that other people would never really have considered going to. They're going to start going to them now. And I love that for the economies of other countries, because the USA, yeah, you lot are cooked.
Obviously, at some point, Trump should know that this is actually going to drastically affect the country. A lot of airlines, international airlines, are canceling. A lot of people are no longer even choosing American as destination, even if it's just to go for vacation or to go for just a minor, maybe small business stuff or something like that. You can imagine there was a particular man that I was talking to, and he told me that instead of going to the US, for vacation, that he prefers to go to Rwanda. Like just small African countries is not being preferred over US, all in the name of all of this crazy policy that have actually been dishing out east, west, north, and south every single day. Like there is literally no months, weeks, or days that Trump will not come out with a new routine. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. Why do you think that a lot of people are actually declining from going to the US? Do you think all of these videos that I've been playing for you guys, their reasons are genuine? I really, really want to know. Anyways, I'll go ahead and play out the remaining clips out for you guys, and then I will come back with commentaries.
Hey guys, I'm here in the Orlando airport, and there's not a single soul in here. Guys, airports are 24/7. I don't think you have ever seen this in Orlando. This is like one of the most busiest. Oh my God, look at this. I could show you down the hallway. Nobody, guys. I have never seen this before in my life. Look at this. The tram, not a single soul. Guys, this is scary. Anyways, guys, I just thought I'd tell you, this is one of the most busiest airports because of Disney, obviously, right? Disney. Guys, there's nobody in here. Everything is closed down. What's going on? This is the first time I've ever seen this in my life. Guys, let me know in the comments if you ever seen the Orlando airport. Orlando. This dead before. Guys, this is scary. Anyways, guys, I am filming this. Look at this. Look at the tram. Not a single soul. Guys, there's nobody waiting in the hallways. There's nobody in the restaurants. Everything is closed. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of scared. I gotta go. All right. Bye.
They are not lying about Vegas being dead, y'all. I'm a waitress on the Strip, and last year around this time, I made like $300 to $500 a day in tips. And today, I just walked home with $124.
I left the U.S. 8 months ago, and something that shocked me is that nobody likes America except for Americans. And even a lot of Americans don't like America. When I learned that people have no interest in visiting the U.S., I was shocked because I thought, isn't the U.S. one of the best countries in the world? But I think that's what they teach us in the U.S. People think Americans are loud, disrespectful, unruly, obnoxious, pretentious. One of my European friends said, you know, I typically refuse to hang out with Americans, but you're all right. When Americans come to Japan, they're usually shocked that Japanese people don't speak a lot of English at all. And they'll say, why don't they speak English? But you're coming to someone else's country where they speak their language. Why don't you learn their language if you want to visit their country? For some reason, we also have to measure everything differently. Feet, inches, miles, pounds, Fahrenheit. When everyone else in the world uses meters, kilos, and Celsius.
Did you hear about this? Trump wants to charge tourists $250 to set foot in the United States. This couldn't come at a worse time. Since Trump has taken office, there's been a 15% decline in international arrivals. And we're forecasted to lose $65 billion in tourism spending. People are not coming to this country because of Trump, his policies, and his rhetoric. And his solution is to start to charge them $250 if they want to come here. This is going to crush the already hurting tourism industry. Keep in mind, most countries charge around $5. I don't know. I just don't understand his thinking. It's like he's purposely trying to alienate the U.S. from the rest of the world while hurting our economy. Yes, the government will take in more revenue, but at the expense of restaurants, transportation, events, shopping, and jobs. This has been attempted by other countries in the past, and it's failed. And there's tons of supporting data to prove it. So why is he doing this? If you're in any of these industries, hold on tight. This is going to be a rough ride. And let me know what you think. And smash that follow button to stay in the loop.
Guys, let's just be honest. I see if I knew, right? The very day I saw that particular thing that Trump actually increased the tourist visa fee. Not like he increased, right? It didn't increase. Like he launched out a tourist visa fee of $250. I just said something to myself. Americans are going to be losing people to come and visit them, because imagine someone staying in an African country like Nigeria, and then you just want to visit for just a few period, do one or two things, and move out of the US. You're going to calculate $250. Like if you times it in Nigerian currency, you know that definitely that is roughly over 300 and something thousand, or if I'm not mistaken, 400k. Anyways, but that is not just the major reason why a lot of people are actually declining. If you watch from some of the clips of this video that I actually play for you guys, a lot of people are declining because of so many crazy reasons. Like a lot has been happening. Businesses have been shifting as well. I just hope and I just pray that Americans just go back to that stage whereby we always cry hunger for us to go to America. And you can see people from the comment section in some of these videos who keep telling you that, why would I need to go to this kind of country that has rules and regulation? Why would I go to country that at the end of the day, the particular country prefers to favor Israel like over them? Like, why would I go to a country whereby I will work my ass 24 hours and at the end of the day, I'm eating like ants? Why would I go to a country whereby if I'm earning even up to $3,000 at the end of, before the end of the month, it is actually not even going to like get me anywhere? You get meat price, beef price, chicken price, grocery price, like a lot. And another thing that have really been affecting layoffs, like there are different job layoff, Amazon layoff, this one will just wake up and just start laying off, and so on and so forth. ICE deportation, MAGAs crying east, west, north and south. Like it is just a whole lot. So if you think of all of these things wrapping up your head, you now have to ask yourself, why can't I just go to any of this small country that can give me peace of mind? I've said this several times in my video. I have a particular US lady here, like she's a US resident. As I'm talking to you guys now, she resides in Nigeria. She has bought a house in Nigeria with just chicken money, according to what she called it. Like this is just like a tip of an iceberg, you understand? Like she bought a house and she's living so comfortably here. Like every single time this lady keeps telling me, I don't see any reason of going back to the US. Like this is a US resident, a US citizen, you understand? Like I don't see any reason of going back to the US. It does have a lot of issues that I actually need to deal with. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think all of these their reasons are genuine? Do you think that in no time that every other thing is going to set in place? Let me know as well in the comment section. But me, I pray hopefully that everything just go in place, because honestly, I love US. I love US. That's just the honest truth. But with the things that I'm seeing there as an individual, like it feels so crazy. Like I'm even scared right now if I should even choose US as any destination, if there is any means of me relocating. You understand? Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's not make this video too long. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, like this, drop me a comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. And yes, with no further ado, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys, I love you guys. Mwah.